The number of unemployed youths in Britain has almost doubled in the last 2 years, and that's according to the new analysis of official unemployment figures.
Being a full-time student and looking for a job is hard because my hours aren't flexible. I can only work part-time. I'm in the process of applying for university, so a part-time job would really help fund tuition fees and living expenses.
The number of people out of work and claiming job seekers allowance rose by 5,300 to 1.6 million in October. 88.3% of students in full-time education are unemployed. The unemployment rate among 16 to 24-year-olds rose to 22.8% from 20% in 3 months. Job Centre Plus offers help to the young and unemployed seeking work. They have a large database of potential jobs in the local area. The study from the Prince's Trust and RBS suggests that the cost of youth unemployment could be as high as £115 million a week. Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg has launched a £126 million scheme to get 16 to 17-year-olds back into employment or education. We spoke to local work experience coordinator Timothy Francis for his views on the rise of youth unemployment.
Incredibly difficult at the moment to get students work experience. I think a few years ago, whatever students wanted, I could probably find them a placement. But in the current economic climate, particularly with students looking for jobs more than ever before, and really the jobs not out there, it is tough for students and it's difficult to continue doing their education so they can invest in themselves and therefore potentially have a better chance of a job. Or if they're looking for a job, I just say to them, it's about persistence. I've got to be persistent, you have as well, and it might take a lot of CVs before you even get an interview. But it is tough at the moment.
So I'm unemployed, and as a 17-year-old girl I'm finding that quite difficult because obviously the employment rate is at its lowest at the moment apparently. So I've been applying for jobs online and handing out CVs and they just don't seem to be calling me back really.
Okay, well I'm 17 now, so obviously I need to start looking for a job because I need the money and stuff. I've been giving my CV out to pretty much everywhere, like retail shops and stuff. And you'd think it would be easy, but I just get no response. I feel like they're taking my CV and just completely disregarding it or just throwing it out. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm getting no response.
After spending a whole year trying to find a job, I finally got 2 interviews, but I went to the interview process, but I got rejected. After a while, I got a call back from one shop where I did a group interview and I got called back. Now I'm working in a shoe shop in central London.
Well, I've just come out of the job centre and I couldn't find anything in my local area at all. It's just getting harder and harder really.
New analysis of official unemployment figures reveals how the real victims of the economic crisis are the young. Jane is just one of these victims. This is Faye Nakamwo, London Cultural News.